Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review from a Baltic beer room, Wraggys Beer Room, or the tap room as it's well known as. Tonight we're going over to S43 Brewery and we're drinking the Beast. Reminds me of a theme park ride, to be honest. I'm sure there's a Beast. I've been on a Beast somewhere along the lines. Was it Alton Towers? A smoked Russian Imperial Stout. A big, bulky 12% ABV. Got this from lowcostbeer.com. And let's see. So the hops are Hercules. The malt is pale Munich Imperial chocolate roast beechwood smoked malt, and the yeast is California Ale. And it says on there, save the duckies, recycle. And yeah, in Durham. I'm sure Durham's that way up the country, isn't it? And that way. I can never remember, you know. Am I thinking of Devon? Durham's up there, isn't it? Just goes to show you. And I live in Nottingham, so it is up there. Although up there actually is in heaven. We'll see how we go on. It might be in heaven. Up north is actually that way. As the crow flies. So let's have a look at this little beauty. Couple of months out of date. Does that bother me? No. It says drink fresh, but let's be fair, everyone. An Imperial Stout is 12%. Generally, at that strength, they ain't going to go off or anything. And in fact, sometimes get better with age. So, you know, it's something not to let dates worry you too much. So black pour, little tan head on that. Looks a beast. Oh, I'm ready for this. I had a crap night's sleep last night. Could not get to sleep. Couldn't come down the beer room to have a swifter either. Obviously got work this morning, driving, so I daren't anyway. I just had a crap night's sleep. Legs on fire. I suffer with anxieties, as it's well documented. And one of my sufferings is that I've got legs that just heat up, especially when I'm anxious. And it's that which is my blooming Achilles heel. I took some tablets today to try and knock it on the head. So I'm going to try and take a few more. I've got some old, not old, but what I used to take, what I was prescribed. And I stopped taking them because I didn't really do it. And I'm taking them again, just see if they actually do anything. Bloody mental health, it's crap. So, big smokiness on the nose. Oh yeah, smoky aroma on this fella. Cheers. So, for people who watch the reviews, but also watch for a bit of social and that sort of thing, I've got some news. And it's not actually beer review news, channel news, but it's news nonetheless. And quite big news. And can't say it just yet. Which is why you think, why even mention it? Because it's coming. And yeah. And should be interesting. And yeah, nothing to do with the beer community or beers or pubs or breweries or like that. But there's a chance one might roll into the other. So interesting nonetheless. So here we go. But first, there's a game to be played first. I'm very cryptic, but sometimes in life, you know, I was the master as a 20-odd-year-old. I was a master of the mind games, absolute master. Shame, really, because that person, a 20, 21, 22-year old, you know, didn't really give us absolute monkeys. And, you know, would go up to people. I mean, this is when I first met my wife. And some of the bloke there, she used to work in the kiosk in the Arboretum because she was a student. It was only in the summer. Some blokes there, and we weren't going out at the time. Oh, what's that a spade for? Hitting people. And I just looked at him, and you see his face, it's like. And I was only joking, mind you, but he took it serious. And plus, at that age, I did have a skin head, or short hair, and I'd walk around in a fluorescent yellow t-shirt with a big chunk tuck out the side, so I looked a bit of a ruffian. Yeah, that was quite funny actually. It was one of them times. I'll tell you what, I wish I'd do a YouTube series, stories from the Arboretum, because there's some of the stuff I've seen, done, some stuff I cannot put on bloody video. That's for sure. Some, yeah, get myself into trouble. But yeah, we can all be bad lads, can't we? And you know, I got a neighbour across the road from me, and she's an awful person. The older kids were all shits, for want of a better word. And belting footballs against my car, fucking about with people's letterboxes, just being an absolute little swat. And the mum was a twat with them. And the older me, the me that doesn't care what happens, would have got her, and in no certain terms said, if you do that again, and I don't tip women, never have done, never will do, but you know, there'd have been some frightening powder on the table. But awful person, and still is the same today. She's got a new boyfriend now, 9 kids by 9 different blokes, and even today they're staring across, and you think to yourself, do you realise the reason I don't say anything is because I'm not that sort of person that feels the need to look across and give dirty looks out at people. It's not really what I am. And come over and try and assault me, bang one on me, and then see what you get. And you know, and your boyfriend. And you know, there's a lot of that in the world where these people that think they're hard as hell. And it happens in not only in the poorer communities, but in rich. Happens in the celebrities. When you get these people who think they're all that, and then they push the wrong button, and then they realise that they're not quite all that altogether. It's a funny old world we live in, isn't it? And I mean, I come from a poor background, but never felt the need to have fights or like that. I mean, I've had some fights as a kid. I had to let somebody win as a 12-year-old, because if I hadn't, his 4 mates would have pasted me. So you could tell what was going to happen. I knew straight away, and I thought I'll let him win. And it's amazing. I mean, them days you did fight with fists, not blooming, not knives and guns and bats and everything else. It's a funny old world. Yeah, we were good mates as well. We had a fight over marbles. Hey, things you have a fight over and had battles over. You know, if you stand yourself away from conflicts that you find yourself come into, or nitpicking, or something that winds you up. You know, if you give yourself an out of body experience, and you look and you think, I'm being a dick, or they're being a dick, and why am I even bothering with them? And with what's happening in the likes of Russia, yeah, with what's happening there, you can tell. You know, it's like some blokes in the toilet and comparing sizes. Not that I would anyway, but it's disgusting. But you can tell that my arm is bigger than yours, and yeah, mine's bigger than yours, mate. And it's just that, isn't it? You know. It's one of them random beer reviews tonight. I've gone totally off subject. The beer itself is really nice. I'm enjoying it. That's why I'm talking. And that's the thing about beers, and that's the thing about beer reviews. You know, you can say everything about the beer, but a little bit of life, a bit of culture. You know, we're all interested in our own ways, and you know, I can be the most boring person in the wrong company. And in the right company, oh my God, I can be an absolute twat. But a funny one at that. Yeah, it's a funny old world, isn't it? Ooh. So, hitting the spot rather nicely, enjoying it, as I would do anyway. 12%, not getting that ABV, funnily enough. I probably need this tonight, to be fair. Like I say, still struggling on the stress side of things. S43 Brewery, a few different beers I've had from them now. Like I say, I did get it from Low Cost Beer, if I didn't already say. I can't remember if I said that. But, and again, I've had a look today because, you know, I'm a nosy sort of, that's the nosy, see what's out there. And again, a load more beers. And I've got quite the stack to get through. And it's like tonight, not every night am I going to be doing free beer reviews. Tomorrow night, I'm only going to get a live in because I've got to go out and pick my wife up. So I doubt I have any more than two low beers. And even that, you know, it it's getting to that time of the, you know, there's times of the year. It's like tonight, we're going to see the grandkids tonight, and it's funny how life changes. And at one stage, I was getting 4 beer reviews in a day, and my consumption's actually gone down quite a bit. It's a good thing, you know. It is a good thing, I suppose, not to be drinking so much, but only drink in moderation anyway, or try to, at least. So yes, so tomorrow I'm going to be on the wine. I'm going to play possum tomorrow and do a bit of winding up. So it's going to be interesting. This is at work, obviously. And it's going to be funny. I'm going to enjoy myself. There's every once in a while when one must just play the innocent, play the fool, and just see where it all goes. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, anyway, lots of cryptic tonight. I'm really being cryptic. 14 minutes in. Do apologise. Really loving this. It's very nice, despite the date. Very nice Imperial. Would love to have had it at room temperature. Can't help it. It's the beer room. It's that time of the year. Um, Obviously, spring's not long round the corner now. Well, bloody hope so. Anyway, and you know, it's been a long enough winter as it is. We've had lots of cold days, and it looks like we've got 2 storms on the way. Storm Dudley. Hey, Dudley! Storm Dudley, and Storm Eunice. Who comes out with these chuffing names? Hey. Hey. Storm Big Bertha. Yeah. Storm Boris Johnson. Hey, that'd be a funny storm, wouldn't it? You'll be able to believe if this is true or not. But lots of parties. Hey. Storm Putin, he began his tanks that. 130,000 troops on the border. Storm Macron. Yeah. He'd be having his snails. Storm Biden. He'll be fast asleep. Storm Trump. Yeah. That'll be a shitty storm, that though, because he talks some. Yeah. Storm Nicola Sturgeon. Yeah, that'll be a cranky storm, that will be, won't it? Crankies. I'll tell you what, I don't know if the Jimmy Cranky, if that's the name, if she's still around, but Jesus Christ, she needs to do a comedy sketch dressed with the same hairstyle as Nicola Sturgeon, but doing it in the cranky way. Oh, could you imagine? Hey. And then the other cranky playing the Welsh Prime Minister, Pickford or Drakeford or whatever his bloody name is. And, oh God, it'd be hilarious, wouldn't it? It'd be better than Spitting Image. Spitting Image really needs to come back on proper TV. Could you imagine Spitting Image at 9 o'clock at night? Most nights, taking the mick out of what's happening. I mean, the Labour leader, Keir Starmer, he comes out with all his stuff, and he's a better leader than the other idiot they had, because he'd have just bent over and let us all have it. Oh yeah, Putin, yeah. Go on, mate, go on. He'd have done that, but Keir Starmer's not much better. I actually think Angela Rayner is better, because she's actually a piss taker, and I think she'd make a better prime minister even, because she's proper, absolute ripped people to bits. Can't fault her. And I mean, to be fair, who do you choose anyway? Labour want to bankrupt us. Conservatives want to give it all to the rich. Labour want to let everyone into the country. Yeah, just come in. Yeah, another 20 million. Yeah, come in. Yeah, there's no jobs, but come in. Yeah. Liberal Democrats, they either sit on the wall or they're off the wall. Could go on forever. Really could. Need a Wraggys Prime Minister. Hey. Decent beer for everyone. Beer festivals every week. Yeah. Whoa. Hey. Oh dear. Hey. Doing YouTube talk when you have a drink and you don't really give a shit anyway. Hey. Now that will be comedy gold. Anyway, better end it. Really enjoyed this. Smoky chocolate. Truly lovely. The smoke was the main thing I got from this. 12%. No, feels like a 7%. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.58. Lovely beer. Thanks, S43 Brewery. And if anybody from that brewery is watching, yep, I talk a lot of rubbish. Cheers, all.